Hey, what's up guys? It's me again, and this is the 5th video, I think, the 5th season 13 Kitana matches. So the first match is actually the one I lost, finally. And a lot of people have been saying that Kitana is top tier, that she's one of the best characters in the game because of Highborn specifically. But I think that's false, and you will see in this fight exactly why that is. So that overhead clips me every time. It's like 27 frame startup or something like that. It's very slow, but it will get me every freaking time, and I hate it so much. So as you see, he already knows about the teleport, how to duck the fan if you amplify, and yes, you want to continue blocking because you think, oh, he does a special on block, I'm going to go ahead and punish him. But then you get an axe to the head because that's exactly what the crushing blow requirement is. So you can amplify it and get the crushing blow if you stop blocking. So be careful of that if you do fight Nightwolf. So this player clearly knows her range, her attacks, what to punish, and it makes this fight very hard. So obviously I can punish his arrow with the teleport, which is what I was banking on, but he knows like the moves to punish. And in this variation he has thick throws, sorry, thick throws. And now, as you can see, he knew to block standing with the end of that string a bit earlier. So if you end the back two string with up two, if they're crouch blocking and they stop blocking, then it will hit them with a crushing blow. Can't even begin to count the fatal blows that I was able to melee because of it. So I'm pretty sure I would have been able to punish that amp axe on block with 1-2, but I went for back 1 because I wanted to try it out. So again, like, he knows, you know, duck. You didn't need to hit really. Well, I guess he wanted to interrupt me. Because sometimes you can actually get a combo, like if she's in the air and you clip her out of that, you can continue a combo, so I'm pretty sure that's what he was going for. That random standing 4 was definitely a mistake. So I was trying to be patient, trying to wait for a, you know, a confirm into fatal blow, but he just was not giving it to me, and that's the thing. You know, again, people say Highborn is OP and all that good stuff, but people who are patient will definitely test your skill. Also, a weird thing, a weird interaction with Nightwolf, if you throw a Psy and he reflects with his chest, the Psy just flies off into space instead of reflecting back at you. Which, if he does that, then either, you know, teleport or Psy, because it won't do anything, which is weird, but still. Just a little tip here for you guys. Ooh, insider info. So again, I mixed up my offense. Instead of going into razors, I just down 3'd him, which caught him off guard and then grabbed. That's sort of what you want to do a lot with Highborn. You never want to be too obvious about what you're gonna do, and like don't have a pattern and a flowchart to what you're gonna do as well. You want to be as unpredictable as you can. Because the thing about fighting games is that, like, if you take pro players for example, they rely on predictability to be able to counter their opponent's moves, to flawless block them and all that good stuff. But if you're unpredictable, then it's hard to counter. So as you saw, I did it twice, but I completely missed my fan. I somehow cancelled earlier because I guess I was stressed out or whatever, but yeah. So doing it twice in a row will not get him, but the third time got him, which is something you need to take into consideration when figuring out how to go against a certain player, or beat them, I should say. And of course, again, it has to hit me a second time. I tried to wake up and punish with 1-2, but try this again, did not work. He knew, like he just stood up right away. But yeah, a very patient player. He understands Highborn, the gimmick of it, I should say. And that is the reason that Highborn is not played at high level or in many tournaments. Because even though she has a lot of strengths, if you don't know her, she also has a lot of flaws that make her not really viable in a pro situation. So this spawn. Now this spawn was a very good fight. I think like he was really knowledgeable, he was a very good player. But yeah, overall I think it was a really cool fight, and kind of got hype where I won because I'm not used to fighting spawns. And as you can see, he was using his pushback really well and then going in for a combo. He wasn't, like you can see the contrast between him and the Nightwolf. The Nightwolf was extremely patient. He wasn't at all, he just liked, you know, he liked being a rushdown character and offense. That's fine because I'm sort of like that too. But I've learned to be more patient and try to be better with my defense. So it's all good and dandy when he's on the offense, he knows his combos, he knows what to do, but when I get him, he gets very impatient and stops blocking. Like just then, people think that when they get hit by a Sai, because it's slow, that they won't get hit by it, or they won't get hit by my next attack, but they will. So I'm kind of sad I missed that two crushing blow combo. Because it's very rare to get in a game like you get it if people hate blocking like he does. But yeah, like it does 40% and I'm kind of sad I missed it, but it's fine. Now with Spawn you have to be careful because he sort of has mixes. He has one string where his cape will hit you mid, one string where it hits you low, and then he has an overhead that combos. And it's very slow, but it'll still get you, let me tell you. So again, he does not want to block at all. You can punish that overhead, by the way, if you block it. Obviously there was a lot of pushback in that particular situation, but you can block it for sure. So he won the first game, and I've realized that when I go against players that are knowledgeable, sometimes it takes me one game to really figure out their game plan and then I'm good to go. But if the reverse happens where they figure out my game plan, then it gets a little trickier. Which you'll see probably in the next video where I show a fight with Gears. Really good Gears player. So as you can see, you can totally punish that with 1-2. because his overhead is very slow and very negative on block. That's sort of the trade-off, you know, if it hits, you get a combo. If not, then you get punished. So there is two variations to that punch he does with the chains. One that will crushing blow and one that he does not charge up and that will just hit you, but it isn't very positive on block. As I was saying, if you try to punish when he's not, when he's charging it, then it'll crushing blow because it crushes on a counter. So I know it looked like I was teabagging him because he got hit out of his parry counter thing, like it parries projectiles and then it crushing blows if he gets it. I was not, in fact. I wanted to get that Sai out quickly, so I just like freaked out a bit, but so now I figured out that he likes to go in the low after he does that string with the chains. He tries to really mix you up, but he does that every freaking time, so it gets easy to figure out what he's gonna do. This is the reason grabs in this game are really powerful, because tech wrong and yeah, you're gonna get crushing blow and that sucks. So I thought I was a goner for sure, but I got the crushing blow here. And that string killed him. So yeah, that would have given him the win. It was a bit of scramble at the end, to be honest. When I got the back two, I should have just confirmed right away into fatal blow, but I didn't because I was stressed out. So this is the last match. Sometimes when I teleport I don't amplify right away because they get used to blocking for it, but when I don't, then they just stand blocking there like dummies and I can just do whatever. So now he's added more stuff, so after he does that string with the pushback, he went for a throw. So that puts, like that gives him another option, right? If I'm blocking, he'll grab, and if I'm not blocking, he'll go into a string. And that's sort of the main concept for like every character you play in the game, you know. So he went again, but I did a little micro dash and it just fucked him up, and I could have done back 1-4 and punished him for it. But I didn't like react in time. I was just like, oh my gosh, it worked. What do I do now? So he's very close to winning now, and it's pretty scary, so I'm like, I'm gonna zone him out a bit because I know he's impatient. So that's what you get for doing something very negative on block. And for some reason that I was going for the freaking brutal because I'm dumb. I should have done it here, but I did not. So instead, I went for the fatal. And that's my favorite one. I think it's cool. She kicks it right in his head. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope you have an awesome Wednesday. And I'll see you all very soon. Also, I will be working on that reaction video to the 90s Mortal Kombat cartoon. I'm gonna do that. It should be really fun. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Peace out, guys.